Hey guys, so I just want to make a short video, hopefully, for the latest thing that I've been working on in my free time. I've actually had a bunch of stuff to take care of, but I've just been working on this on the side when I have free moments here and there. This site is it's definitely not ready for deployment yet, but unlike the rest of my side projects, this is actually uh, like so far looking like it's gonna be a live site on the web with a you know it's actually being used for a business purpose, I guess. Um, I had to make a site for a family LLC that I am a partner of, and I've got the domain name. And once I finish up a few loose ends, as you can see already, just looking at the screen, it says something here later in the upper right corner. It's definitely not in shape for being on the web, but it's definitely projected to, probably be up and running, for public viewing, sometime soon. So my LLC that I help run along with the rest of my family, basically, and a few other of our employees slash members, is a real estate LLC. We invest and manage in commercial and real estate properties, as you can see from the title. And I'm not going to go into that very much. I'm just going to go through the website from here. I basically have this set up in a it's basically a MERN stack except without Mongo, because I personally prefer using Postgres. So in a way, I guess I kind of use Pern instead of MERN, even though I know that's not really a term. But other than the Mongo Postgres thing, it's all the same. I got an Express backend with Node, and I have React Redux front end. Although I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep Redux in, but that's a story for another time. I also, for a website of the scale that it's at right now, it honestly doesn't really need to be this complicated because as it is, there's not going to be any portal or any way to create an account, user account, or any of that stuff. But the reason that I could have in my earlier projects, I've tended to just use Express Generator with EJS, Vue EJS, for most of my previous side projects. For this one, the only reason I made the scale this large for something that right now is so small is because I do, not in the immediate future, but in the distant future, I do intend, at least as of now, to make the website a lot more intensive, and I think there's a good chance that at some point there will be um, a part where people can make accounts and stuff like that. Um, but for right now, I actually do have a backend running. I have the backend running, but it's only really serving like one object, data object to the front end, and it's only like a get. So yeah, it might seem a little odd right now, but this is the way I want to set it up, so that down the line, everything is good to go in case I want to, you know, go in that direction. So most of what I have right now is, since I just said the back end doesn't really have much, is set up on the front end. I'm not even using Redux, like, barely at all so far. I just have it included. You can see that by going through the GitHub repo yourself. Um, Most of it is just simple React, using React hooks, and you know that's just like simple coding with just hooks, and that's it. Nothing fancy. Um, I got this kind of header that's like on a set interval, So that's how that's working right there. I have this photo gallery, which, by the way, these pictures are very random pictures that I just found on Google that were labeled for reuse. I don't necessarily intend to keep these. But then again, at the same time, I there's a good chance I will keep them because I don't think they're bad pictures. But they're not like that. There's a chance they might change. They're not that special right now. This is how the photo gallery works. Just go back and forth. Very simple. Don't really expect to have much content on this intro homepage. So that's all I have for now. Let's go to About page. I have, so this is kind of where my data object is coming into play from the back end. I have, I obviously could have made like a data.js file or just stored all this information in the front end. But, like I said, in the future, I have a thought of making this more intensive, and there might be a point where I actually want to make not only user accounts for other people, but like kind of admin accounts for the employees of the LLC. So I already have. I just wanted to have it set up ahead of time. So I already have that kind of setup for the admins in the backend. I have everything set up in SQL with all our information, not just the information that you see on these cards, but like our private contact information, that kind of stuff, for each other's use in case like one of us needs to find out contact information of the other, that kind of stuff. When I pull the data object from the back end, I'm just selectively choosing what I want out of that object to put it on those cards. I got these two pictures here. It's not a mistake. It's supposed to just have a kind of empty photo. And then my sister and I are right here, featured on the right side. Nothing much else to see here. I just got kind of like a lot of content on this page. And, all of this is very basic because I actually do have a UX UI designer that I'm working with. And this is just kind of like the basic scaffold. And once I get some more designs and styles from my designer, then, it's basically just like, the styling is going to change and all the colors and stuff, but it should definitely look a lot better than this. I just, this is that scaffold part that's all I'm showing right now. So that's the about. Let's go to resources. This is, even I'm looking at it right now and it doesn't look that great. So I really wasn't focusing on styling or design, but I just wanted to have functionality down. The first panel of the resources page, resources component, is just literature, and it's nothing more than just links to a bunch of books that I think might be interesting to people. And these links open in separate tabs because I like the way it works when it opens in a separate tab instead of in the same tab. It's just like a personal preference. Let's see. So those are just basic literature links. Video, I don't have any any video set up because I just don't know of any videos that I would put here yet. I like to read a lot about investing. I haven't watched any YouTube videos on that yet. So until I actually go on YouTube and look up some videos that I can put here, this is going to be empty. But I do have it set up in the future. This is an iframe in the middle, and right here where it says list goes here is going to be, the same type of list as this, where you can choose the video you want to watch. I just have this tab here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put here yet. But I just figured there might be another media type or whatever that might be cool. So for now, it's there. That can always change. Let's go to contact. This is probably, everything's on, like I said before, is on the front end. But out of all the stuff on the front end, I would say the contact form is the most, was the most time consuming and the most complicated to do. So I did the contact form with email.js, the npm package, and it was my first time using it. But honestly, email.js is just by reading the docs, I figured it out because I feel like they do things pretty well. So they made it really easy for people to work with. I feel like, and let's see, I'll just do like an example. My name, and then leave the other ones blank, and this is like showing validation. So we got my name and inquiry type. Green means good to go. The rest is red. As soon as I fill these in more, then they turn green. Notice how I still have one that's not validated, and since I do, this button is disabled, so I'm not going to be able to use it. If I make this, I'll just put an actual message. Hello, testing output contact. Thanks. If I put stuff in to make it valid, then the button pops back up. It's not, disabled anymore. And if I send, I'll get a confirmation message sent successfully, and that email will pop up in my email account right here. Hello, you got a new message from Kim Eugene under the category of, I spelled category wrong. I'll change that soon. Property purchase of sale information request, high testing form, thanks, and all that. So that's how email.js works, and that's how I have it set up on the, I'll delete that, on the website so far. And you can change this inquiry type to whatever you want. This nonprofit partnership, real estate, yeah. So, and after you send, the form resets as well. It goes back to the original, and same validation stuff as before. If you try it out, I don't think there's anything left. Help doesn't have anything. Home just goes back home. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So this is my video so far. I would love any feedback, and thank you for watching.